have the opportunity to become a society leader, don't settle for common everyday stuff. Right? You need to be someone who can be able to do something, who can raise eyebrows, and that can be able to make a difference. Remember, if you're gonna go pro does not take on, it does not take shortcuts. Know and study car technology. Know what is a crankshaft. Know what is a gearbox. Know what are gearbox. All those techie terminologies that are used in the car, so you have an idea of how the industry standard is so far with car technology. So if you're going to reproduce a car that literally can drive, they are doing it. You can literally print a car. They can put the print right here. I can see so. People are using this. There's a printer, 3D printer, it's huge, even probably bigger than this room here. That they literally are printing a house. They have printed a house using an architect comes up with a very nice design of a house, and using that technology, it goes forward like that, and it literally creates a house using whatever materials that they're using. Physical hard house that you can actually live in. Okay? So if you're gonna do a house, you have to study architecture. If you're gonna study a car, you need to understand mechanical engineering. The dynamics of what it takes to build a car. Materials they use, metals they use, the hydraulic systems, all kinds of stuff that are required in cars. So you have to go the whole mile. So if you want to design a car, step of what you're talking about, so you can also answer the question also. Maybe you're talking about a toy car, a model of a car. So to make a model of a car, that doesn't require very exceptionally special. There are 3D models on the internet right now as we speak. If you go to Yahoo and check 3D models for download, you can actually take a physically existing model right now, and just as long as it's the right file format, and you can put it in a printer and just say print, and it's good to go. Right now there's got these cheap imitation, these toys that they're selling in the shops, and some of them don't even last the night. Your baby brother is bought for a car, and the next thing you know, it's bought. I bought my children car many times a day. Some of them don't even last the night. You can come. Technology is not in outer space. You guys will be a part of this 3D hub. You will set up and become a pioneer in this time. It's already working in Nigeria very well, so we already started producing things like that. So we want to become the same 3D hub to come here in Kenya. We want to work with high schools, universities. We're going to have some university people coming here also helping to teach you guys. Some people already have graduated university to also be part of you guys. And training is to go and use those ideas to make a difference. That's the only thing that you have to do. Let's have a question. I would love a question. I really would love a question. Mesmerize me. Just even a silly question. I don't care. Whatever. Just ask me. How would this help me? What's in it for me? Okay, fine. I want to do this stuff. Anything that you use is as good as it's used. If I came here and I moved my trouser like this, and next you guys saw a gun, and that's it, you start panicking. Okay, based on the way we were talking about here, you think that maybe he's trying to defend himself. Depends on who you're talking to. You may be in a lift, and Askari there has a gun, he down with something here, right? He's wearing a police outfit or an army outfit. So he's wearing a police. Same weapon. You see a Somali man standing there with an AK-47, you don't want to do that. You do not want to know about that. Because it depends on who has it. It's very advantageous. This one has the gun to design it. The technology was with you. Technology was now with you. That may be disadvantage or an advantage. because it depends on who it is. You guys saw this clip here where some people are trying to use this technology. They can create guns, literal gun that can shoot, literally kill someone. And because of the material used for making this gun, it is undetectable in metal detectors. Is that the revolutionary technology? Yes. Does that give a loophole to terrorists? It does. And they are more and more difficult to find every single day because they walk right through a metal detector. Because the material they're using literally is plastic in nature, no one can pick it. So that is a disadvantage. So the right technology in the hands of a fool is a disadvantage. The right technology in the hands of an innovative person can be a very advantage. Assume you were the person who was now creating toys that literally changing the life of people around you. Safe toys. Good quality toys. Creating models that are being used for medical research. Good. The technology for creating training materials for your school. The things which we talk about, which are very difficult to explain. When you see an actual sample, you're like, ah, that's what you do. That's why I wanted you to see this first. Like, give you a lot of mumbo jumbo text and everything. It takes a while to absorb that. But you see this, you're like, oh, now we get it. This is where we are headed. 3D printing is only one of the things we do. The list of things we can do, the technology we have, is practical intelligence. It's practical intelligence. The same thing, you can become, I'm a web designer. One of the things I do in my career currently right now is graphic and web design. You can come up with a website, you can create a website for your school, you can create a 3D girls house page, and we have all the girls who are there, you make your profiles, and we put you on the map. I am part, as Monica, as Susan, as Wanjipo, whoever your name may be, I am a part of something that's going on in Kenya that's making a revolution in this country. You know, they're very staunch traditionalists. They don't take on stuff. They accept the mobile for wholesale, no questions asked. Because it's so applicable. It's applicable to them. Because one guy, he's like, cross on the hill on the other side over there, and he can call his brother almost 70 kilometers away, and he can laugh about some joke and talk about their house. It's so applicable to them because they can listen to their radios and they're sitting there watching goats. 3D printing has been slowly working behind the scenes since the mid-80s. But just as we watch movies, I'm sure you guys have heard of 3D TVs, okay? And you have to wear special glasses so that when you're watching the TV, some object looks like it's moving towards you. It literally looks like it's popping out of the screen and coming towards. That's technology of juices here. And it just came out the other day. 3D, almost everything. Back in the early days, and we used to watch TV with things like what we call holograms. Holograms is where a 3D object literally looks like, I can take the picture of, say, somebody like Njideka who is in the USA, and literally bring her here, and then she's talking to us in a 3D format. Okay? And you've seen that in the sci-fi movies and stuff like that. It has been in the works. Now, that's the computing now, we can sort of identify it. Even then, it's not as modified as I was maybe 7 years. So, technology has been evolving and changing over a number of years. When I was leaving college around 95, that's now when Windows 90, just December when I left college, around October, something around November, that's when it was launched after that. Now, the computing, which is now we can sort of identify with today. Now, if I can decide that that's the technology I remain with then, because I learned it then, today I'm irrelevant. I'm just as well be one of the gold herders out there in the world because it's useless information today. Accessible. I don't want you to be that's the ultimate goal of life, is to be someone's wife. No. Think beyond that. Because you need to be someone who's a career woman, standing, because if that man suddenly decides, I don't like you, I prefer the other girl across the road, nothing you can do about it. See? Because these things happen, that's life. So you can't base your life on a husband. It needs to be beyond there. Be a career person.
Considering the pros and cons, if you were asked, like, if the technology is introduced in Kenya, how would the government exactly put a cap on the use or rather misuse of the 3D printing?
Once again, I'll repeat, anything is as good as its using. Same example used, you're in a lift, and a scan is standing next to you, wearing a police uniform or an army uniform, he has a gun literally visibly in your hands, there's no point you need to think about it. Now, the government would put a cap on it if it were being used for negative purposes. I would not want to bring 3D technology to this country to create guns, to create weapons or things that would otherwise bring disadvantage to our people. Universities, we've already started making rapport with Nairobi University, we're working with Strathmore, KU, and a number of people, so that we're working with well-trained engineers, people who are in those kind of whatever, to come up with very interesting things that we can be able to do to help our society. We're not interested in thugs who want to come and give us something to make it. No, we're not interested in that. We are the ones who will determine whether or not the government will recognize this and support it, or send spies to come and peep and see what it is we have busy people.
Income group here, particularly the girls that we have here, the one who go back to the rural areas, wherever they are staying. And then at the end of the day, yes, I have an idea, something I want to create with the 3D printing and all that. What is the role of the Youth for Technology Foundation in this? What support am I going to get? Yes, I have the idea, I want to create this, I want to come up with this, but what kind of support am I going to get from the YTF? Oh, YTF, sorry.
Everyday ordinary people. The people who are working, we've got something we are slowly going to do in Kibera. We've got some of our men on the grounds here who are already making rapport with people in Kibera. I personally, with my friends over here, the gentleman there behind there, have been to Kibera Girls. And we did a similar thing where we were talking to them and giving them information about things, because we want to work with them. We're here to work with the ordinary, low-end people, because we're coming up with solutions that will be able to help the people in Kibera, especially during elections, not to easily be ruled by politicians given 50 bob or 30 bob or something like that, and then they go and start causing violence. We want to empower ordinary, everyday ladies, you know, who are living in ordinary, everyday society. But those Cinderella girls who can fly to London over the holidays, maybe for now that's not our group. That's not our target. Our target group is this ordinary everyday. Better class, Eastland's class, that's the class we're interested in. Because the ideas we want to change people's lives, that's the target market. Then this is your stuff. Because in the engineering department, the engineering industry, there are so many applications that you can be able to use with this. If it's creating a model, there's so many buildings coming up in town, but with today's technology right here, I can design a building, the exact scale that I want to choose, whether I want to work with a scale of 1 to 100, whether I want to scale of 1 to 50, of course now that's now in now the technical terminologies, and I can reproduce anything I want and print it. It is very applicable. So engineering, this is where I go, but of course with engineering, like I said, you have to go the whole mile. No joke. But you can do it if you want to. This is where we're doing. Now, YTF is also supporting girls in what we call STEM technology. This education called STEM, which is science, education, mathematics, whatever. And I'll get the last discipline, but I'll remember, but it's science, technology, mathematics, and this kind of things. Because these are the things which now changes you from the ordinary everyday girls who just want to be accepted, or who want to be something, because we want to do something with mathematics. We want to do something that will put you in the engineering industry where now you are on demand. people that actually have to call you because you're the one who can get things done. These are the things that will now make a difference. I'm pretty sure everyone will want to be on that kind of list where if you want to get things done, you're the person to call. If you want to be a fashion model, perhaps engineering maybe not your skill. So think about the fashion industry. What does it require? How do you create the cloths that we're talking about? What kind of chemistries are required to be able to create certain fibers? These are the things that need to be concerning. How do you create cosmetics and all kinds of stuff? There's so many things you can be able to do as innovative ICT literate girls. What would you say that you have learned?
Learned that while this program has helped us to build skills that can help people, for example, I've learned that this technology is really needs in their lives and as soon as possible.
Technology has helped the people feel has helped a lot of lives.
Yes. And who can help with
Hi, my name is Joe, or Joseph Kamau, and I am the Country Director of Youth for Technology Foundation here in Kenya. And we are beginning our debut in Kenya and beginning to give training to girls in 3D technology and in a variety of technologies. However, 3D technology is one of the things that we want to be able to get into. And YTF has come up with a program called 3D Africa for Girls. Okay? And the idea behind 3D Africa for Girls is to be able to give girls a fighting edge and an educational edge to be able to stand out in society and begin to create innovative things that will be able to make them stand out. Now, 3D technology has so many applications. The application of choice with the group that we are doing here is using the Raspberry Pi. Now, the Raspberry Pi, as you may wonder, what on earth that is a small miniature computer, literally about the size of a mobile phone. It's barely the size of my personal phone over here. And it is a gadget, it's just a simple circuit. It has the necessary gadgetry on it. It has USB ports, it has a Wi-Fi port, it has an SD card port because it doesn't work with an external hard drive like the ones we have here. It works with an internal hard drive using a card. So you plug your card inside the Raspberry Pi and you put your ports in and you literally can connect it to a monitor and a keyboard and you're able to start executing the programs. Now, there are a number of programs that run on the Linux technology. One of them, we will get into the details of each of them. However, the most important thing is to know how that we are going to use these technologies to be able to bring out revolutionary ideas and innovation, cultivating innovation in the ladies and in the people that we work with through this entire program to be able to bring out what it is we need to do. The school of choice today, as it is now, we're going to pioneer with Now Girls Secondary School, and they're here. We are here in their computer lab right now, beginning to give them an introduction as to who we are and the technology that we have. Now, we came with a team, and part of our team members are here. We have one of our assistant directors called Laura, assistant director in YTF, and she's going to be my partner in this particular project over here. She will be monitoring most of the things when I may not necessarily always be available, and it is important that we give her the necessary accreditation that she needs. All right. We have some of our friends here. We have our friend here from State Sports, friend for many years, and I'm very honored to be here. He works a lot behind the scenes and helping us get a lot of things done. He's very good with people, and State Sports is part of our partners who are here. We are facilitated by Teacher Judy. We're very honored to have Teacher Judy working with us. She was responsible to help us call the girls, and she will be helping us to coordinate this thing here in this room over here. And we really, really thank Teacher Judy for working with us. And all our other friends who have joined us today, we really thank you for coming here. And for our sponsors and our friends, Jidaka and the people in Nigeria, I want to thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to come here today and to share within this particular program. Thank you.
Now the technology is becoming available to anyone, meaning you can turn your garage into a small factory. So what would you build if you could create anything? Have a look. It's simple. Send a scanned image of a body part to the printer, and the machine starts building. Ears, noses, fingers. Dr. Atala's goal is to transplant the part directly into patients.
So we're actually testing a lot of these structures right now, experimental. The way it works is the cells are able to anchor onto a scaffold. They start making new tissue, and as that starts to happen, this scaffold goes away.
An ear takes between 4 to 6 hours to make, printed with what's called bio-ink, a mixture of biodegradable gel and actual human cells.
But one of the big advantages of these technologies is that you are using the patient's own cells.
To express our ideas on what we think about innovation. Now, my understanding of innovation is creativity. The word innovation in and of itself is coming up with ideas, creative ideas that better improve my life and the lives of other people. And innovation can be brought about in many dimensions. It's a good idea that can be expressed in many different ways. Ways in which technology can be used to help in innovation. One of the most practical ones that I think is one of the most revolutionary technologies that have innovated people is even like our own mobile technology called M-Pesa. With M-Pesa, I'm able to send and receive money day and night. And it was even pushed even further where you can even pay bills and in the comfort of your own car or wherever you may be, either at home or at school or at work or somewhere in traffic. We're able to attend to quite a number of matters, things that you can be able to do through that innovative technology of the mobile technology. How can I be innovative? I can be innovative by doing research, going to the libraries and talking to people, and going to the internet and looking at existing ways in which technology is bringing about innovation. And then I look at my environment and think, what is lacking? What is missing here?
My name is Mary Felix. I'm 23. I'm 17 years old. What I think when I hear the word innovation is creativity. Someone creating something on your own. Ways technology can help you innovate is that you can use technology to create something that you have thought about in your mind or you have Googled and you found out, so you make it real using technology. And how can you innovate? You can innovate by using your own ideas, by asking ideas from friends.
My name is Sally Bennett. I'm in Form 3. I'm 17 years old. What do I think about innovation? Innovation is the creation of an idea. Your own idea, you put it into creativity. Ways of which technology can help me to innovate is by, you can take example of M-Shwari. People can have loan and repay when they have money. How can I innovate? I can borrow someone's idea and make it better, or I can ask my friends, my relatives, even the person whom I'm related to. Thank you.
My name is Salome Bilabo.
I'm 16 years old. I'm from 2. And when I hear the word innovation, the first thing that comes in my mind is the act of creating something new. I think technology has helped us innovate by maybe M-Shwari and M-Pesa. They've helped us to get things very easy. And I can innovate through, if I copy somebody ideas, I can innovate something new, something better than the somebody idea.
I'm 16 years old and I'm from Islam. When I hear the word innovation, I think it's the act of introducing something new because you are creating to introduce something which is new. And technology can help us introducing something new by like the 3D printing device. It helps the person use technology to invent that 3D printing device. And how can I innovate? I can do research and innovate my ideas.
From North, I am 14 years old. To me, innovation is the creation of ideas and ways technology can innovate. You can innovate, example, people that have innovated in many ways, like M-Pesa, M-Shwari, they put their money in the M-Pesa and at the end they get their profit. Okay. I can innovate by doing research. There are so many ways of doing research. Like I can Google, I can use books, I can ask questions from teachers, from other resources. Thank you.
My name is Karen. I am 14 years old. I'm in North. What I think when I hear the word innovation, innovation is the creation of an idea. Ways that technology I can innovate. I can innovate like I can go and Google something that is like also innovative, and how I can innovate. I can innovate by I can borrow someone's idea, or even I can plan my idea, or when I have I have brought out my new ideas, I can also observe the customers to see how they are doing about my new ideas.
My name is Shalom Milambo. I am North. I'm 16 years old. The word innovation means creating something new, different from others. Ways that I can innovate is by joining plans together, or even you can copy ideas from others and then you create something new. Technology has helped us in many ways, like mobiles. We can communicate from different states or even from different countries without having many difficulty in the traditional ways of communication.
My name is Adela Kim. I'm from Malone and I'm 15 years old. Innovation is to invent or create ideas. Technology can help me to innovate. I can create ideas. I can create things through my ideas. I can innovate through suggestions from other people, by ideas, and through research.
My name is Rashida. I'm from One South and I'm from Odeo. To me, innovation being able to do something. Technology has helped to innovate through the internet. You can search and you can innovate. I can innovate through combining someone's idea and changing it to my idea.
From to south. To me, the word innovation means introducing something new and ways in which technology can help in innovation is by, like, technology can make work easier and it can help you do many things in a few hours. It can reduce your work. Like when you have a telephone, you can communicate to someone who is far. If you want to communicate to your friend or relative and you want to pass that message and it's urgent, you can use the telephone to communicate to him or her. Ways in which I can innovate is by use of things like internet, because you can get more information there than the one you can get in the textbooks or other places.
To my understanding, innovation is to create ideas, putting them together to achieve a goal. Technology can help in innovating. Like for example, you can use telephones, books, and computers even to research on something to innovate. Ways in which I can innovate is by researching, visiting places to get ideas on how to innovate, and many more. Thank you.
My name is Buke Marama. I'm a student at Kenyatta University. What I understand from the word innovation is the process of creating new ideas. How I think technology can help in innovation is, for example, the government in Kenya can fund external donors to research on an idea such as, on ideas, local ideas such as, for example, in the fashion industry. How can I innovate? In the university, I can, for example, in Kenyatta University, there is a department where students can take their ideas and they can be funded if the ideas are
Okay. What do I think of innovation? This is a putting up of ideas together and coming up with something new. For example, my background is in sports, and as a professional cyclist, we have different kind of geometries that go into a bike. So the more ideas I add in terms of stiffness, in terms of aerodynamics, and the engineering aspect of it, improving the quality, for me that's innovation. And with technology can help in terms of this innovation. For example, in the 3D, what we have been learning today is how maybe we can take it to the next level and actually begin to produce 3D bicycles. So for me, that's how I would see 3D technology coming to my industry of sport. At least we can have a fast 3D bicycle. And I think for me that also answers how I can be able to innovate using 3D is when we actually introduce a fast 3D bicycle and actually ride it to see that actually it's something that is feasible and workable.
I am Judy. I'm a teacher. What I think about innovation is creating something new and And how technology can help in innovation is through research on whatever is already created so that you make it better, come up with a better idea and improvement of what is already there. And how I can innovate is I will take somebody's idea, basically in something like design, come up with a specific design in shoes or in clothes and then make it better to my taste or design it to customize it to my customers' needs. So that is what I see or what I feel about innovation. Thank you.
My name is Laura Mamburi and I work as a volunteer for Youth for Technology. And what I think about innovation, it is actually putting an idea into practical use. And ways I think that technology can help me innovate is by researching for it through the internet, technology through the internet, actually putting basic ideas, basic knowledge of what I know that innovation can do through machine use and making work easier. That is how I think technology can help me innovate. Because by having this technology that can actually help me save time, it will help me to innovate. And how I can innovate? I can innovate by putting into use anything that can make me save time in the house, especially to be able to do much better work out there.
My name is Walter. Yeah, I'm a teacher by profession. I love computers. And what I think of innovation is basically coming up with new ideas or modifying. What I think of innovation is coming up with a new idea or modifying an idea that is there made better than implement it. Then how can technology help me to innovate? Basically, I think all innovations go back to technology. They would like a boost. We use them to develop something better from whatever exists. And how can I innovate? Think basically it's by modifying what is there already, or maybe do a market research, then come up with a better idea and make it better.
What comes into mind when talking about innovation is the extraction of ideas from the mind and capturing them to engage in the creation or the formation of a feasible or a solid idea that can be implemented in order to create something. So there are very many ways in which technology can help in innovation. They say necessity is the mother of invention. So for example, the cloud program, there was always the need for people to back up their files in case probably they got lost or destroyed in some other way. There was therefore the pressing need for a permanent or so way of storage, and the cloud was invented. And the invention of the cloud has really helped in the saving of documents and the backup of very vital information that can be used during a later time. And ways in which I can innovate is probably the consolidation of ideas and then the acquiring of the necessary means, for example, an NGO or a company that can turn your ideas into reality, therefore leading to innovation. Thank you.
So it's time for you guys to make a difference. Make a difference, and thank you so much. From YTF office, we say thank you.
Girls, it is a privilege for us as a school, and we look forward to greater things because we want to have girls who are innovative, who are not just thinking of the local environment, but thinking of improving wherever we are staying and making it a better place. And that has to do with technology, because without it, there's very little that we are going to do in the current world where we are staying. I will not take your presence here for granted. You realize it is during the holidays. I had to call your parents and confirm with them up to yesterday that they would allow you to be here with us. I would really want you to go back and tell them we appreciate your presence, we appreciate your participation, and their acceptance of you to be here at this particular time when you should have been doing something. So we look forward to working with you on this and to bring up those ideas and to create them in a better way. The team that has been with us, we thank you very much. Everybody who has been very supportive, we thank you very much for your presence, because without you, we would not have come to the end of this day.